Hey, New York City real estate buyers and sellers, it is time for our Manhattan market update, where we take a look at some key statistics to help us understand what's going on in the Manhattan market. I'm Dewey Moss, I'm your New York City real estate resource. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button, and let's get started. Lots of interesting things happening in the market this week. We are really on par for the fall season. If you've not joined us before, we look at a few key metrics. We look at supply, we look at new listings, we look at things that have gone into contract, we look at a number that's called liquidity, which is a number of supply versus demand, and that's a 30-day window into the market. And then we look at our market pulse, which is a number that helps us understand if the market is favoring buyers or sellers. All right, so take a look at the supply. Supply is actually up this week by 5%. That's a number of 6,467 things on the market for sale. That is a very healthy number for our fall season here in Manhattan, so plenty to look at if you're a buyer. The new listings for this actually went down negative 3.8% this year, but that is still a strong number. If you take a look at the chart, you'll see that we're still in good shape. It makes perfect sense because everyone was waiting until after Labor Day to launch their listings onto the fall market, and it would make sense that a week after that or so, the number is going to come down. Now let's take a look at what went into contract this week. That is up 21%, and if you look at the chart, you'll see we're very much on par with every year except for 2021, which was our year where sales were going like gangbusters. So that is an excellent number, and that also helps us understand what's going on with supply and demand. So let's take a look at liquidity. Liquidity is actually a 30-day window, a look into that time period of supply versus demand. This week, it's actually down 5.5%. But if you think about it, that makes sense because so many things went into contract, which means some things are getting pulled off the market while we still have things going on the market. So that definitely affects the supply versus demand. Negative 5.5% down from last week is still a very healthy number for our fall season. Now let's take a look at the market pulse. The market pulse is a number that helps us understand if the market overall is favoring buyers or favoring sellers. 0 being that middle mark. So if it's above 0, it's favoring sellers. If it's below 0, it's favoring buyers. This week's market pulse is 0.3, which means that the market is slightly favoring buyers still in this market. Now, that is highly neighborhood specific. The Upper West Side, for example, may be favoring sellers. FIDI may be favoring buyers, and every neighborhood may be in between all of that. So you've got to make sure that you're understanding what's going on per neighborhood. But market-wide, we are still slightly in a buyer's market. Again, I'm Dewey Moss. I'm your New York City real estate resource. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. We'll be doing these weekly Manhattan market updates every week, so tune in, and I'll see you next time.